Modals. Modals or modal verbs are just one form of auxiliary verbs. There are two important things to remember in using modal verbs. Number one, it doesn't change form. We don't add s to modals even though the subject is singular and it doesn't have a past form. Example, can is always can, and must is always must. We never say cans or musts. The second one, they can't stand alone in a sentence, so it is always followed by the base form of the main verb. Remember, it is always without to. Example, he can finish his homework before midnight. In the sentence, can is the modal and finish is the main verb. If you notice, we use the base form finish. We don't say can to finish or can finishes. The following are some of the most common modals and their uses. The first one is can and could. Can or could mean an ability to do something. Example, I can swim well, or I could swim well. In these sentences, the speaker's ability is to swim. The second one, making requests. Example, can we go to the park later? Or, could we go to the park later? And the last one, in giving permission. Examples, you can stay late tonight. Or, you could stay late tonight. Next is may and might. May or might could mean a possibility. Example, there may be a typhoon coming. Or, there might be a typhoon coming. The next one is must and should. This means an obligation or necessity. Example, you must go to school, or you should go to school. Will. Will could mean a habit. Example, she will always love him. It could also mean to promise. Example, I will give you the book tomorrow. And it could also mean a prediction. Example, oil price will decrease next year. The last one is would. Would could also mean a habit. Example, there were times when he would share his sandwiches with me. Or a request. Example, would you tell her I called? And the last one, for an invitation. Example, would you like a coffee? Let's go now to our exercise. Choose the correct modal verb according to the usage given. The first one, she blank listened to the instruction carefully. The modal verb needed in this sentence means a necessity. Is it will, can, must, or could? The correct answer is must. She must listen to the instruction carefully. Must is a modal verb which means a necessity. The second one, my grandparents blank dance well. The modal verb needed in this sentence means an ability to do something. Is it would, should, may, or can? The correct answer is can. My grandparents can dance well. Can is a modal verb which means an ability to do something. The next one, I blank come home early. The modal verb needed in this sentence means to promise. Is it must, can, should, or will? The correct answer is will. I will come home early. Will is a modal verb which can mean to promise. The last one, Tim blank join the camp next summer. The modal verb needed in this sentence means a possibility. Is it will, can, might, or must? The correct answer is might. Tim might join the camp next summer. Might is a modal verb which means a possibility.